I'm so thankful that he actually listed 4 members of Class B before the battle begins. It's time for another training session in the academy. This time, it really is Class A versus B. However, it will have a special guest, Shinso, added into the mix. It's been a while since we last saw him, but now he is sporting a new mask equipment and a scarf. But the former is the real interest. What can it possibly do? This chapter displays more emphasis on Shinsho over others, as it is clearly done to show his new capabilities. I'm not going to lie, I thought he was part of Class B to begin with, but not long after his reappearance, I reminded myself that he's not. It's no wonder he's seen as a big deal to both classes, especially with his new equipment. Deku did get lucky the last time. I wonder if the timing is too coincidence since he recently met One for All users, and here is Shinso making his return. Unless that is the point. I do recall seeing Shinso in License Exam arc looking like he overworked, which probably explains his statement about being left behind. I suppose Shinso didn't have a complete development from the sports festival when people cheered for him, since he is acting a bit edgelord here. It's almost like this is the first time we are introduced to him. Now it can be considered a stepping stone towards his development, and that's fine. It does feel like a reset button was pressed, but I can deal with this. Shinso basically attends this training to improve himself and overcome the students. He desires to be a great hero and make good use of his quirk. The stare on Deku clearly means he seeks a rematch and basically symbolizes Deku as the main obstacle. Defeat him and he can be considered as a great hero. Shinso has no desire to make friends with anyone, which screams, well boy, it's time to teach you a lesson. You can see where this is heading. Maybe that's why fangirls like him. Edgy and cool looking, especially that mask. It does help, you know. The chapter goes into a long explanation of the training process. It is based on team battle. Class A will go against B, and each side will split into groups of 4. As for Shinso, he's going to be in 2 battles, 1 on each side. When that happens, it becomes 5 versus 4. I feel like I heard this type of gameplay before, but maybe I'm thinking incorrectly. Anyway, the goal is to capture their villains and imprison them to the cell. I admit, that cell design is silly, yet funny. Even though one team will have 5 members, only 4 counts. 5 member is more of a handicap than 4 because of more chance to lose. All you need to do is capture 4 of any 5 members. It's like a shooter game where sometimes less is good to rank up the kill score to win. The explanation gets drawn out due to the reaction of the characters, which is why it spanned up to 3 pages. It's not bad, but the only part that made me laugh is the last part about one member could be dead weight to the team. That's what Bakugo said, and Shinsho is like, yeah, that sounds right. He's not really wrong though. The double page spread shows off the team members in each group and side. The 5th one is so shonen law by saving the protagonist for last, let alone squaring off against Class B leader Momosa. It can't get more obvious than that. Actually, it can. Shinso draws the numbers to see which team and battle he will be on. It turns out he draws Battle 1 Class A and Battle 5 Class B. In other words, Battle 1 will be his time to show off his new power, and Battle 5 will be the last, where he will have a rematch against Deku. There goes guessing on when the rematch. Not going to lie, I laugh at the double page spread that clearly listed the names of the first team for Class B. Like I said before, I don't remember any of them aside from 3. So I laugh because I honestly believe Kohi thought we need a bit of assistance. Why else they're the only ones named while others aren't, let alone first team for Class A. That's funny. Before the training begins, Midnight and All Might are discussing on who will win. He pretty much hype up Class B, for they are no slackers. Well, they are on the U's, so we need that confidence boost. So the training begins, and Class A Team 1 has a planned meeting. Basically, they discuss on who they should capture first, which Shinso suggests the most troublesome quirk user, and how can they gain the utmost advantage. Shirozaki was spotted by birds thanks to Koda, and she's all alone, posing with vines. Before they get to gang up on her, out of nowhere, Shishida barges in with roaring rage. Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Tsuyu is knocked away because female fighting, lol, don't look at me, and Krishma because, well, he is rock solid, so he'd be fine in terms of health. I didn't have hope for other characters to shine, so whatever. Anyway, Shishida and his team activated their trap card because they knew well of Class A team's capability, including Koda's searching ability. It pays off being off-screen for so long. I guess this is the first time with Shishida because we now learn about his quirk, Beast, which allows him to transform into, what else? A beast. When transformed, his senses and strength are increased drastically. He also gets hyped up, so more power to him. Also, Koda gets air prison. This spells game over for Class A. The timing could be any perfect for Shinso to be utterly useful in this scenario, not to mention to show off his new power. He activates his mask and begins talking with that guy's voice. I'm not sure what's the guy's name. It was Kosei. I had to go back to the double page. Anyway, Shinso basically brainwashed Shishida with a new ability called Persona Cord. That mask seriously looks cool. What does this mean? It looks like the table will be turned in the next chapter. Thank God he drew Battle 1 Class A. Overall, it was a decent chapter. The art is solid and it's good to be back with normal page count. It was going to start slow, so that was expected. Shinso is clearly the main focus of the training arc, and it begins with him showing off his new skill with a new mask. This sets up for him to be a threat against Deku when the last battle comes. Timing. Other than that, the training could be fun and hopefully other battles will exploit the potential joy. Shinso may steal this one, but others are up for grabs. We'll see once the brainwashing ends. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. I wonder how long this arc will last. Right now, Shinso has the upper advantage. Granted, it's just 2-on-4, but still. Shishida is proven to be really strong, so we'll see how the table will turn. Is it safe to say Class A will take this battle, or will something else happen? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.